YouTube, JP here, JP Outdoors. Thank you for tuning in. What I'm going to talk about today is my Bugout bag, because I did a video quite a while back, and yeah, there's a few bits I've taken out and a few bits I've added in here. So yeah, I'm going to press on, and I've got a big thank you to a certain person as well. What have I added? Firstly, night vision. Now we all know there is no right and wrong way to do with Bugout bags as such. It's whatever you want in your Bugout bag, and I'm no different to that. So I wanted night vision goggles. You're probably thinking, bit extreme, but I mean, what are we bugging out from? The fact is, we just don't know, do we? So to be able to see in the dark is a bit of an advantage, which is why I've opted for some night vision goggles. And it's not like they weigh a ton or anything like that, but that gets strapped to the bag. Looking at the bag itself, what have I got? Okay, you'll notice straight away I've got ham radio. I took some stick on Instagram by a fella saying about this, the Bofang radio, and how rubbish they were and everything. I must admit, they're not the best radio, but I've never had a problem with it. I mean, I'll turn it on. Is there going to be someone there?
Yeah, my foundation and my intermediate soon after it.
See, there's someone there now. I've got a few additives. I've got the old fist mic and the tactical antenna, which has got pretty good gain on it as well. So yeah, you know, I am an amateur radio operator. You do need a license to use them. However, it's not illegal to own them, and I'm pretty sure in a survival situation, if you did give a shout out, you know, it's and for an emergency use. But I mean, I'm an amateur radio operator. I swear by it, to be honest. What else have we got? The tourniquet, the cat tourniquet for catastrophic bleeds. If you are going to add a tourniquet to your Bugout bag and everything, I would strongly advise getting some tuition on how to use it. There is a lot more to it than just sticking it on or just above the said limb. Well, I say limb, I'm pointing my leg there, it could be, you know. So yeah, training, I would suggest, is crucial when it comes to the likes of a tourniquet and everything. What else have we got strapped to the outside? We've got a blade on the outside, just a little blade for quick access, snip, chopping bits and bobs, whatever, who knows. I don't know what you guys call them. I call them Siloom sticks, chem lights, shake and snap. That is a 12-hour one, and this is also a 12-hour. One is in a wrapper, one is out. The reason why the one out of the wrapper is so I can find it in the dark, and that's an infrared one, so you would need night vision, dare I say it, to use it. You know, that could be for, say, calling in a helicopter, for instance, if that needs be. Using things like that, you could tie some paracord to them and swing them around. There's a whole load of uses, or marking positions at night as well. Going into the top, what we got? The Gerber Recon light. It's a 1 LED light. It's perfect. You've got white, blue, green and red, you know, so, and it's a very small light and everything. It's again, it's Gerber Recon. It's in its name. What else have we got? Binoculars. You know, I don't need to tell you why I've got binoculars in there. If I've bugged out from a location and I want to see maybe is it safe to go back without actually getting down there, it's very handy. You know, you can also wreck your positions and whatnot and stuff. They've always been in there. They're a great tool, great asset, to be honest. Again, this is mixed feeling on my next one I'm going to pull out here. Next two things. These have been in there for a while. These are bags of whiskey, and a lot of people out there will be thinking alcohol in a Bugout bag. Yeah, why not? When the chips are down, it'd be nice to have a little nip, or you can use them to trade. You know, they actually taste quite nice. I have tasted one, but these are for that rainy day, let's say. There is no, I said before, there is no right and wrong thing to put in your Bugout bag, but these are in mine. Let's have a look in here. Paracord, multi-purpose use of uses, along with a whistle on it and stuff like that. Again, cordage, important, shoelaces, constructions. I keep looking down that way because there's a road down there and there's a car coming as well. Yeah, I'm going to try and keep it going. I'm not sure what this car is going to do and everything, but yeah, yeah, I'm not sure. He's got some livestock. No, it's turning around. That's good. Anyway, sorry about that. Yeah, cordage. It's a must. Again, more Siloom sticks. They're great. Shake and snap. They're good for 12 hours and everything. They're just, why not? This is an epic bit of kit, I think. You inflate it, yeah, and it's solar powered, yeah. So you could use it for a flotation pack, but it's also a lamp. So good flotation pack. You can't see that now because it's too light. Yeah, it's lighting up in there, and now it's strobing. You might be able to see it. I don't think you can. I can see it, a marginal reflection in the panel of my car, which the camera is resting on. Again, you could strap that as a flotation pack. You could a lamp. It does go as a normal light as well, and it is solar powered, so folds away quite nicely. And it's, why not? I have the old and you know, to get a fire going, the old ferro rod and whatnot. And can you believe it's starting to rain? That's my luck. I'll try and keep it going, and if not, if the video is a failure because of it, you know, I did opt for a building before, but it didn't quite work out. 9-hour candle, and I'm going somewhere with this as well. And also, these emergency rations, they're found in like fighter pilots, cockpits and things like that. They're full of energy and whatnot. They're not just normal boiled sweets. These are the stuff that the actual prone to capture crews, like helicopter crews and whatnot, have. You know. And that is that for that. Okay, so digging further in, what else have I got? Here we go. This is just a normal knife, but I want to say a thank you to a lad called Chris. He's Cabs Customs, he is, and he's produced this lovely sheath for me, and it says JP Outdoors on there, and it's just well made, and it's just perfect for the job. Thank you, Chris, honestly, mate. So, all those of you out there, if you're looking for a bit of leather work done, look up Cabs Customs on Facebook. He's out there, and it's really good quality work. Thanks, mate. This is Farb Gel, criminal identifier marker. It's UK legal, so you can have it. It's not illegal to own it. It's got a 3-metre range, so you would warn someone, get back, or whatever your choice may be. And you aim for the eyes, the face, the clothing, the surrounding area. So basically, it's a criminal identifier marker. You can identify that person to their clothing, to the scene of whatever it may be. So if it's a case of and out, bug out, and away you go. It doesn't cost much, you know. You can get them on, I think it's what is it, Amazon, for about £5. If I was to bug out, that would come out of there and go on my belt. Notebook and pencil, goes without saying, you know, why not? You know, it's thin, it's lightweight. You could need it for whatever reason, you know. I've gone this way, or bugging out, or useful information and whatnot. Yeah, I don't need to explain about anything, and it's starting to rain now, even harder. Sod's law. This is a infrared torch. It's got a 450 metre beam. It's the lead ray IR tracer, 450 metre beam, which is a pretty good one. I've used it in conjunction with my night vision, which I'm about to stick in my car, and yeah, it's a good bit of kit. It really is. I'm just going to chuck these in the car. Yeah, again, it's not that expensive. The IR torch wasn't that expensive, about 50 quid or so, but really great performance. GPS, now on here I've got about 200 locations saved, but out of them 200 locations, 3 of them I've actually got kit stashed away, you know, to coincide with the principles of survival, protection, location, water, food and whatnot. So that's them in there. Magnifying glass, I've just been given this, thanks Sando, and yeah, it goes well. I pick up tips from other people and whatnot, and yeah, so he said, where's your magnifying glass? I said, I don't have one. Somebody have that. So, thanks mate. I'm going to chuck this notebook back in there. Spoon. Lighter, you know, why not? But I think largely when it comes to survival and the likes of, lighters and things like that are sometimes massively overlooked. I'm not too bothered about the thing. I'm just going to stick some of the waterproof kit, the unwaterproofed kit that needs it, you know, the electrics away. What else have we got in here? We got razor blades, gutting, cutting, a multi-purpose use of uses and stuff. Don't take up much weight. They're tiny, you know, why not? Little tin opener. You know, well, all of my stashes have got tin stock in them, so you know it's handy to have a tin opener. Sure, I could use a knife or whatever, and there are other methods of opening tins and whatnot, but what's wrong with the tin opener? Emergency flares. Again, these are red. They burn for 6 seconds. Just basically whip one out, bang it up, and hopefully you'll be seen. There's it was my last video on the Bugout Bag, and there was a gentleman saying, why have you got a cell phone in your bag? You know, you can be traced. And I'm talking about making emergency beacons and stuff, which I've yet to get to. And he's on about, oh, that you'll be seen. Well, survival for me is all about being saved. It's not all about hiding. If I want to, I can hide. But survival, being saved, it comes hand in hand. It lends itself to it. Emergency flares. The old tin foil blankets, you know, the old heat blankets and everything. Again, it's not just about keeping warm and wrapping yourself up in it, which that is primary use. You could make a shelter out of it. You could make a big flag and then stick it away from your location. You know, to guide people to you. You could put a tripod above it, which will bring me to my next pointer. A strobe. So let's say you get a big strobe on the go. Pin out your thing, make a big triangle above it. That'll guide in anyone at night. Oh, that'll be massive. That beacon. Also on here, there's infrared. You pull that off, and then you've got your normal strobe there. The UCO candle lantern, in conjunction with it's under that thing there. The other candle. There is a candle in it. They're a 9-hour candle. They are, and it's just a great asset. It's just an asset to have. People are going to be saying now, yeah, you have too much kit. Well, that's what I want in it, you know. It's all getting soaked as well. A compass. There's a lot to be said for finding your way north. This one is in degrees. I don't really like it, which is why it's in the Bugout Bag. But it's all about pointing out north. I work in mills myself. And some of the MRE heaters, if you don't know what they are, you can heat boiler bags, which I'm going to get to the boiler bags. So you fill up to the fill line and then basically roll the top down, lean them over, and there's a chemical reaction that heats up. It's not just about cooking food though. I mean, you could also, if it's absolutely freezing and everything, get them going, put them in your pocket and just, you know, tuck in nice and warm. I've got a couple of them. Is that for there? So going delving it right into the actual main bag itself. What have we got? There's that cell phone that someone took the mick out of, saying it's waterproof, by the way. Yeah, well, you know, you can be traced and everything. Well, I'll ditch it if I'm on the run. But I can't see me being on the run. Yeah, it's you can actually make 999 calls from a cell phone without having a signal. I know this to be true. So yeah, why not have it? And the battery life on one of these old phones is absolutely phenomenal compared to, say, a modern iPhone. Something which I didn't have is the old water itself, just to get you going. Now, the next thing I pull out the bag will be what I had in my original bag, but I also said in the original video as well that maybe I could have put a bottle of water in there just to get me going, so I have. the water to go bottle, bringing me in conjunction with what I said before. This is what I'd already originally had, and it's what I'm keeping in there. It's got a filter and whatnot. It's good for 200 litres, but once you use it, you activate it, and I don't want to use it until I need it, really. Gets rid of cryptosporidium and all sorts of things like that. Yeah, you need a water filtration, you know, it's part of the threes, the rule of threes. You need your water desperately. So make sure that lid's on time. Right there. So bioethanol gel, you know, takes a spark, goes up. It's very handy to have. A tin of corned beef, why not? Tin of corned beef. That'll just be a game changer. Sure, I have other rations which I'm going to dig out now, but do you know what? The Bugout Bag, predominantly designed to be up to 72 hours away from your home or away from your location, and I think I've covered that quite nicely. But yeah, tin of corned beef and rations. What you've got in with these is that there is toilet paper in there as well, various other rations and everything. They're high in calorific value, designed for troops and whatnot who need that high calorie turnover, whatnot. So yeah, I favour the army rations for a reason, being ex-forces myself. Be interesting to know what you guys have got in your Bugout Bag in terms of food. You know, is that overkill? You know, I don't think it is. But you know, I'd like it in your comments if that's all right. So, you know, what foods have you got? I often do look at other people's Bugout bags and things and take tips and whatnot. And last but not least, actually, no, I lied because that's camouflaged in there as well. I'll get to that. I've got warm kit. What I've got here is a shamag. I've got a balaclava and a set of gloves, sealskin gloves. Again, you know, if you bug out and everything, there's a chance that you're probably not going to be wearing warm kit and everything, so it'd be nice to chuck something on to keep you warm, dry and comfortable. And now, last but not least, is a bivvy bag. Do you know what? Rain's stopped now, but if you've got any heavier, I'm going to be using that. Gore-Tex bivvy bag, 100% waterproof, absolutely wonderful bit of kit, and again, a game changer. You know, it's having been out in the field on a survival course. I did a SEER course and everything. That's really all you get, and you make your shelter and whatnot. So yeah, it really is a top bit of kit, and they're not that expensive really. So there's sort of no reason why not to, and it's good padding for the back as well when you know, carrying things like that. Do you know what I mean? So that concludes exactly everything I've got in my Bugout Bag, which, like I said before, that is the follow-up from the other video, because someone said to me, well, you've got all this extra kit, your night vision and your thingy, why don't you when you do another video? And I was like, yeah, I could do. So yeah, there it is. And once again, thanks for Cavs Customs, that's Chris. Thanks Chris for the lovely gift. Thanks very much. Hey, take it easy guys. Cheers now, bye bye.